everybody, it's Anya, the adult doll and toy collector. Welcome back to the small plastic world. You may wonder why you are seeing a stuffed bat at this time of year. Pretty much every day is Halloween here in the small plastic world. We love it. So it's never too soon to get ready. And one of my many dioramas that's in progress is a Halloween themed bedroom. For this bedroom, I would like to have a throw pillow or a plushie. So let me back up a second and talk about this bat. I got this a couple years ago at a local pharmacy. I just thought it was super cute. It's felt. It's actually two pieces. So you've got the little bat body, and then it is attached to these wings, which are all one piece of felt. And they added this neat stitching detail. I think this is intended to be a hanging ornament because it has this twine that came attached to it. I attached this, I guess it's fishing line, this kind of a plastic string here, because I actually have two of these bats and I hang them from the light fixture in my office. So the natural question would be, well, why don't you just use one of these bats as the plushie in the diorama? It's because I didn't think of it until it was too late. So I got two of the same bat, and I didn't think to use one of them as a plushie until I'd already hung them up. And now I don't want to take one of them down because just having one would look kind of strange. And I was hoping the pharmacy would carry these again this year, but they did not. So I wasn't able to purchase the third one for the plushie. I was thinking about it and I realized maybe I could use the general kind of idea of Hans and the idea of this little plushie bat, put them together and make my own plushie, kind of in the style of a squishmallow, of a bat for my diorama. I have a ton of pieces of felt. I got them for a project. I think I was going to follow My Froggy Stuff furniture tutorial, and I started it and never finished. So that is another project on my list for this year. But I figured I would maybe use this purple because it will add like a little pop of a Halloween-y color instead of having everything be black in the Halloween bedroom. So I think what I'll do is use this to create the bat. I made some 1/6 scale pillows for a different doll diorama. So I have this huge bag of stuffing that I can use. And of course I've got needle and thread, and I think that should be it. So we're gonna wing it. So I just want to say up front, this isn't really a tutorial because I don't know what I'm doing. So I'm not trying to teach anybody anything because I can't teach you anything that I don't know myself. But on the other hand, if you would like to try this yourself, please do, but just let me know how it goes. The bat isn't really very big. He's about 3.5 inches high and about 2 inches wide, or about 8.5 centimeters and 5.5 centimeters. And then the wings are about 7 inches long across the whole length, or about 18 centimeters. So I know the camera angle is awkward. I'm sorry. We're on a shoestring budget in the small plastic world, so we do what we can. So the first thing I'm going to do is just trace around Hans. I'm not going to really trace the headphones, and just to get kind of a pattern just on a piece of scratch paper that came in junk mail. So this gives us kind of a basic shape for the body. What I'm going to do is just sketch some bat ears. So we've got something like this. Now we have to trace around Hans to make this little part for the bottom. Well, that looks terrible, but we'll sort of make it we'll make it better when we cut it out. The other thing we need to do is make something for wings. I do not have any squishmallows, and I don't know a lot about them, but when I looked at the other squishmallows, it looked like some of the ones that if they have wings or something, it's just maybe a small piece that comes out on the side. So I won't make stuffed wings like this. It'll just be a piece of felt that will come out. So I'm going to lay Hans down here onto the paper and then just kind of draw a partial wing, and then just add just a little bit for kind of a seam allowance. So this will be our wing. So now we've got our 3 pattern pieces. So I'm going to cut 2 of the body for the front and the back, 2 of the wings, and just 1 base. So now I've got my pieces, and I've got the base and the 2 little wings. Before I sew this together, I was thinking about eyes. This plushie's eyes are also just felt, but I happen to have a bag full of buttons, so I thought it might be nice to use these as eyes. They're a little bigger than these felt eyes, but I think that will look okay. So before I start sewing the pieces together, I'm going to sew the eyes onto the bat on the front. So now I'm going to put the right sides together and I'm going to sew around the sides and the top. It's sewn up, but I have a change of plans. I made several mistakes. Big surprise. I didn't place this wing in when I should have, so it's a little off. So we'll have to kind of see what we can do to fix that. And I think I should have cut this pattern to be sort of either straight or to kind of angle out, because I don't know how I would attach this base and have that work. So I think what I'm gonna do is turn it inside out and then just stuff it like this without a base, and it'll just be flatter on the bottom like this. Here we have our unstuffed bat. So the wing isn't attached like it should be. It's not exactly how I envisioned it, but let's stuff it and see. Here is our bat stuffed. I'm having a tough time getting the stuffing up into the ears. I got the eyes a little off-centered. Here is our finished product. Oh, and the wings are completely at different. Oh dear. Well, this is definitely a first attempt, and I did just stitched across the bottom to close it. So this is not how I had planned this, but it's still kind of cute. But what I think I'm going to do is tweak the pattern just a little bit so I can stuff these ears, and I will remember to put the wings on so they will be straight. Let's make another one. Hey everybody, it's Anya. I'm breaking into my own video because it's getting to be way too long. I'm going to put up a part 2 where I show you the second bat and another plushie that I decided to try to make as well. Thank you so much for joining me in this experiment with felt and stuffing. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so, and if you have, thank you very much. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time for part 2. Bye!